As you can see, we have the VIP in the building. I will tell you a little story about these VIP apples that we are going to be juicing live, and you're juicing with me. So it's a we. Yeah. So they might look, some of them might look a little scruffy, but I'm so excited juicing these ones. We are going to be picking them out together, the ones that will be perfect for juicing and the ones that we might have to let go or ferment. Yes, sir. You heard me right, ferment. So these apples were picked or plucked directly from its source, from an apple tree. And it takes me back to childhood as we pluck old Roger story. Yeah, if you were in school, primary school, when I was in primary school, old Roger is dead, gone to his grave. Ha, gone to its grave. They planted an apple tree over his head. I don't know why, but that's what it feels like when you go plucking apples from the tree. That song just won't leave me, having learnt it in young primary school. Anyway, so yeah, it's obviously apple season. Now, I know a lot about tropical fruits because I grew up in that part of the world, and I watched things like mangoes, oranges, lemon, bananas, plantains, just yeah, those ones. I kind of know a bit of their life story. But apples were foreign to me growing up. So maybe that's why that song keeps sticking or coming up to my head, because I must think my first contact with apple, don't ask me how old I am, but you already know, was through that story. Never saw it until many years ago as I became older, and obviously became commonplace living on this side of the world. I am currently in Manchester, UK, and so apples have become our day-to-day life. But so yes, we get them in the store when you want to. That's the quickest fruit and most available fruit in the store. You can get different colors and shades and flavors of them. There is a sour, like this one will go for Granite Smith. There's the red up to the pink apple, which is so yummily tasty. I know golden apple is tasty, but wait until you try the pink one. So when you walk into any grocery store on this side of the world, you you cannot not see apple. You might not see a particular um type of apple, but you will certainly see an apple. But seeing the tree is something foreign. I can't even recognize it when I say it. But recently, doing our regular evening walks with my hobby, I think maybe like 4 years ago or 3 years ago, one of the evenings we were walking by and we saw a lot of apples on the ground, and we were wondering why. Why? Oh my. Maybe I should just continue the story as we just, because we are on a timer, 1 hour timer, not longer than 1 hour timer. So hold that thought and keep watching. I'm actually chewing. I think I drank my usual. If you've always been here, you already know my usual waking morning cup of tea. So I have some lemon. Is it lemon seed or cardamom seeds in it? That's what I'm chewing. So I didn't get my bowl, so I'm just going to navigate around the video stand. So if it shakes, pardon me. That's me trying to get my bowl. Actually, I might have to completely move it, so bear with me. Just keep an eye on these apples. We don't want to lose any, okay? While I grab a bowl. Ooh. Yeah, I got everything I needed under the cupboard. So, not under the cupboard, inside the cupboard, under the tripod. I will tell you my story. Let's just get what we need to wash. As we wash, I will continue our story time. So, as usual, prepare a bin. Get a little strainer. I love to wash with strainer, especially if I'm doing vegetables as well. But this is a lot, so I might actually soak them in water. So we need one strainer for washing, one strainer for drying out or letting the water go. Then we might need a bowl to get them all in. Another silver bowl to get them all in. I have a chopping board nearby here, so I was proper prepared for that. It's part of the clean, so I'll let it go. I'll grab my apron. I'm screwed because I don't have a mic. So apron, yeah, just getting apron on. And thank you for joining. Don't forget to live chat me, say hello to me live. I love to chat with you. And if you're watching playback, leave a comment for me. Tell me a little story as well about your Apple experience. Did you grow up seeing apples? Actually, I have a feeling that there are people who eat apples, but they've never or grew up on this side of the world. That apple is their regular, but they've never seen the tree, or they can't even recognize the tree of an apple. I have a good feeling. It's not any shading, no. It's just we all share our experiences. So let me know where you belong. Can you recognize an apple tree if you see it? Or do you just buy your regular apple and leave the rest to the farmers? But we know that our apples are loaded with nutrients that our bodies need. It is one big, rich in vitamin C that is great for immunity boosting and, of course, skincare. Get that skin popping and glowing. So I just want to join on the other end so I can see your comments. Yep. So let's continue our apple story as we wash. Like I said, there are people. I think I need to get my watch off so I don't get it wet. I have a love-hate relationship with watches. We'll leave that story for another day. Just a mouthful of my tea. I'll show you. It's nearly done now. If you've not watched my last live video, do. You will get the full story of tea. So yeah, there are people who actually grew up eating apples every morning, but they've never seen an apple tree. Well, we have some of it with some dry leaves. I know it might not portray the full picture of what an apple leaf is, but this is a dried apple leaf. This one is still attached. Aww. So this is how organic these apples are. And there's something about organic vegetables or fruits. You don't see them looking really nice. They come natural as they are. Or opposed to the one that has been tampered with. They look so clean, so smooth when you see fruits like that. Yeah, it's beautiful. You eat with your eyes first, I understand. But just know that they've been brushed, nurtured, made up. Yeah, makeup. But these ones are raw because, like I said earlier, thank you for joining my live. Like I said earlier, we plucked them straight from an apple tree. So yeah, this apparently is apple season. So I said 3 years ago we noticed apples on the ground. This looks great. So natural beauty. This is what you call natural beauty. This qualifies. So I'm just going. I have a basin here in the sink. So I'm just going to be picking them up. We'll do it together, picking out the ones we are juicing. They come from the same trees. I don't believe this is Granite Smith, but this is just one of those ones that are still getting there, so it's still nice and green. But the greener it is, actually it's a bit more acidic. You have to be careful. Maybe if you're the one that like Granite Smith, I have family members who love Granite Smith apple. They are exactly like this, like at the baby stage of getting ripe. What you do, chop it up with knife. Try not to bite it in with your teeth directly with your incisors, because it's a bit more acidic, but it is loaded with nutrients that your body needs. Yeah, you remember the story about an apple a day keeps you away from the doctor? Yeah, these are apples. Like I said, they might not look great, but they are natural, organic. Yeah, plucked straight from the tree. This qualifies to be juiced. Yeah, chat with me in the comment section. Let's do this picking together. So when we noticed them, we looked up, and lo and behold, it was in wind, just it was, will I say winter? Yeah, probably somewhere in September. It was getting a bit dark, or we went out walking late. It was a bit wet and windy, and we are dead surprised along our regular streets here that some of the trees that are down our streets are actually, some of the trees that are down our streets are actually apple trees. Wow. So, but most of the ones that we saw on the ground, they were already broken, driven over by vehicles, or eaten partly by birds of the air and other inhabitants of earth that also need apples for survival. Or they've just pure stayed there, nobody plucked them, and they got rotten and fell off the apple tree. Going back to my old song, if you are just joining me, I was narrating the story of my first contact with apple when I was way young, in early primary school, very early primary school. Trust me, that was many years ago. And I grew up in the tropical side of the world. Now, I don't know. What do you think about this? Like I said, they're organic, so they have a few birth defects, but that doesn't make them bad. What we'll do, we'll wash this one, we'll chop it open and see what we can salvage. We don't want to waste it. Nature has put a lot of effort on this. So yeah, this is another one that came with apple leaves. If they were fresh, honestly, I would try juicing them, because if they can give health to fruits that we eat, then they are certainly safe for eating. But these ones are dry, so I'll let them be. Now, a thought just popped in my head. If I ever get back to this place, I'm going to see if I can salvage some apple leaves. So that was our first encounter with apple. Not just apple, we also noticed, what do you call that? Plums, juicy plums. I'll show you one. These plums, tiny, they are so yummy. They are seeded, so yummy. These ones we also got directly from the trees. Yeah. So growing up in a tropical part of the world, and having mangoes and oranges and lemons and all of those good stuff around, we already have the skill of plucking them. We know the tips. So we are taking this one too. So we are literally picking out the ones that I'm going to also wash this. Yeah, it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing to the eyes, but it's nice and strong. When we cut them up, we'll see. Yeah, this one as well, it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing to the eyes, but we will check it out. This was for photo, for thumbnail, which I forgot to include. Later I will upload the thumbnail. This is not apple, this is limes. We bought this from the shop. I'm going to be adding it to the juice. This one is also nice. So we've been curious, and just last week we noticed as well, again, this one is softening, so we might have to separate that and not juice that, because this portion is softening. Wow. What do you think about this one? Juice or pass? We'll pass. This one is fine. We'll take this. There's a little bit of dent. I think this is where it hits the ground. It's been a few days. It's been like 4 days. We plucked it. So we've been salivating every time we pass the trees. And one thing that is also weird is how nobody talks to them. They just grow up there and fall off. They are right on the road. And that's not these ones we plucked. I mean, around us, some of the trees that we have on our road, there are quite a few of them. And it's weird. And we will stand there. 3 days ago, we stood there wondering, is it legal to pluck them? But then, is it not illegal to allow them to be wasted? Just make the effort. The earth will make the effort to grow them nice and nurture, and then they will just fall, die, rotten off, and that's it till another season. I don't think that's fair on nature. That's total wastage. So we don't know where we stand. Let me know in the comment section. The public apple trees and the plum trees and the fruit trees, If you're in the UK, you might be familiar with a lot of them. Is it legal to pluck them, to stop and actually do the skills? I'm not talking about climbing. I won't be climbing an apple tree. No. But I mean, we have the skills, I told you. Now, that's it. See? Pure organic. Everything, sand and all that came home with us. Anyway, we went visiting someone, and right there and then they had apple trees in their compound. Yeah. So we decided to, and they were very happy for us to pluck some. And that's how we got these fresh organic apples. So we used our learned skills growing up, myself a hobby, to get these apples. So that's why it is extra special, an extra special apple, and I'm willing to forgo these. And that's why you don't see things like this in the shops, because the big farmers who supply our grocery shops will of course interfere with their growth. Not bad, but this will give you the pure natural thing you're looking for. That's why they're organic. If you encounter organic fruits in the shop, they are usually more expensive than those ones that look so spotless. So this is the real apple that grew up in the wilds. So let's call it the wild apple juice. So today we are juicing a wild apple. Wild apples. As usual, you have to wash. Remember, you're eating them raw. So wash. There's been no interference with these apples. They grew up in someone's compound. No interference at all. They've weathered all that nature had to throw at them, and they are strong. So I'm so glad to be privileged to be having wild organic apples. I know the history. As opposed to walking into the shop and seeing things like this, no, I won't be paying, because I don't know the history of how they got dented. But these, literally saw them plucked from the tree. So I'm happy. Oh, so wash time. I'll let you enjoy the sound. Remember to share, leave me a comment. I always love to hear from you. Be intentional, be mindful. Make sure you locate all the nooks and crannies and give it a good scrub with your sponge. Some people will soak in salty water. Except I see anything extraordinary, I love to just use clean water and sponge with my hand power. So this one. So I'll pop them here, then we'll do the rinsing together. So like I was telling my story, if I see an apple tree, except I see the fruit standing on it, I won't recognize it. But now that I've plucked these, I'm more aware, and every time we go for a little evening walk, we'll be looking out. And hopefully by the end of this apple season, because like I said, we have loads of them surround near me on the roads, I'll be able to identify apple leaves even when they are not on the tree. That's my target. Who is with me on that? Leave in the comment section. So again, I'm taking time to scrub all the nooks and crannies. Remember, these were wild ones. Nobody looked at them. They looked after, they self-cared. Oh, if these were women and ladies, we would say they are strong and reliable. But nutrients wise, that is true. And look excited to taste these apples. I've honestly I'm so used to the juicing them that I've not even eaten any since we brought them home. Looking, I was too excited to juice them, but I'm sure they will taste really yummy. They didn't have to travel far. Most of the ones we get in the shops, in the grocery store shops, even here in the UK, they've traveled from another country. They had to get visas. I mean, the the apples and passports to fly through. But this is one of those things where an African will say is the son of the soil or the daughter of the soil, born and bred here. Yeah. Remember to like and share this video. I really appreciate that. Get others to join also. We juice together. It's interesting, juicing life. So there are no gimmicks, there's no cutting, just ironically, I'm wearing an apple color. So it's green all the way today. Apple green. Taking time to rub. Some of them came out so beautiful. This is absolutely spotless. Maybe a baby. So this is one of those ones that are damaged, but like we agreed, we'll scrub it, and when we chop it off, we'll see what is inside. More like a research. So next time we know. Just, I feel like we won't retrieve anything, but I'm just curious. We'll see. We have a mark on it. Just keep watching. An apple a day keeps you away from the doctor. So imagine how many years of keeping away from the doctor I will have eating this. But I think that added just kind of emphasizes the need for adding fruits and vegetables to your food, not just carbs and all of those other good stuff as well. They have nutrients our body needs to facilitate digestion, kickstart metabolism, yeah, all the chemicals to help build our cells, digestive health and gut health, prevent constipation, the fiber our body needs to complete the process of digestion. The heart is happy to have some of those chemicals. Yeah, and the skin, of course, will benefit from its rich vitamin C content. So a perfect way to skincare. We're getting there slowly but steadily. This is another very cute, perfectly looking one. Yep. It was really what will I say, in a good way, very nostalgic, trying to get these apples because it just takes you back memory lane to childhood. Yeah, that joy and excitement, going out to play and coming back with loads of fruits plucked from child's play. This time, like I said, there's plenty of apples on the tree, but kids are no longer on the street. They're with their iPads, so they waste and then spend money buying them from the shops. Honestly, it's in a little way a bit sad and disappointing. Along my street, we have more than 10 apple trees, and they are all on the floor. Some have been rotting. No one is plucking. That's why I ask, if you're in the UK, let me know. Is it illegal to pluck fruits from the street public trees? Did somebody make the rule, or people are just too busy to notice the fruits and wouldn't care, so they just buy and let nature waste its energy producing them? I am desperate to get the answer, and if I find out before you, I'll let you know. But let's just share our knowledge. If you're in the UK, or you're in one of the European countries or Western world where you have apples as part of your street flowers or street decoration. I think there was a time we also traveled to Portugal, and there were loads of lemon and oranges on the streets. No one was plucking them. So I'm just wondering, what do you think? Yeah, when we are juicing life, you see everything, both the mess. Someone said making mess. You have to make, it's out of mess that meals come out from. When you're cooking, you make mess. Even the parcel food, have you gone behind their kitchen? So this is original, organic. You're watching organic video on YouTube. So yeah, we're getting there. They're all nice and washed now. I'll be too happy to cut and juice them. These apples are fulfilling their destiny. A lot of them will just wither away. How sad. And we cry we have no food. Okay, let's get one face done. This is one face done. Let's wash the rest of the fruits. I'm just going to give a little wipe to our surface, make it a little bit more tidy. And this is what I do when I film pre-recorded. I literally cut off all of these parts. Sometimes I just love to include them. So this is the raw footage you're watching. Now let's go back to my preaching. Your health is your wealth. Your body is the most prized treasure you have. Look after it. Make time for it. Yes, this might cost me an hour of my day, but it's the most valuable hour, most priceless hour I will ever have in the day. Preparing something to nurture my body in order to serve me. Health is definitely wealth. When we make food our medicine, like the old saying goes, an apple a day keeps you away from the doctor. Well, now it's not that you should not go for checkups. That's not it. Just it keeps sickness away from you. When you take time to look after yourself, include all of these good nutrients that your body needs to function. It's like our bodies are like engines. They need to be oiled. If there's oil lacking, in spite of all the electricity or petrol, if you have a full tank and there's oil lacking in your car, then there's problem. Your dashboard will be flashing and you might end up wasting the whole engine, having a knocked engine. We don't want knocked bodies. We do our best. Okay, let's get the others in. These are lemons. I'll be adding ginger. We know ginger, it doesn't need any more introduction. I decided to go a bit hand heavy in my ginger because I know the apples will be sweet. In order to also dilute it, we are going to be adding cucumber, a good size cucumber. And finally, we'll get to the other. If you join me early, you already know the next one we are going to add. But let's wash these ones while we let the apple drain. As usual, I wash, scrub everything. I might actually be leaving the skin of the apple, lemon, just to beat the sugar down. But remember, the sugar in the apple, they are natural sugar, and our body is able to handle it as opposed to added sugar. Because people, I have this argument sometimes. People like, oh, but there's sugar in everything. I know, but added sugar is added sugar. Natural sugar is natural sugar. Our bodies, God made them for us. The fruits, the vegetables, they have been programmed to suit our engine. If you put something else in it, it takes a lot of toll on our body. So remember that they are natural sugar, but it's more like using applying wisdom in making sure you they are natural sugar, but you want to apply wisdom because there are other things that are also there that you can combine to help your body digest the natural sugar nicely. Some people peel off the apple skin. Well, I won't be peeling off apple skin because nature has made it so wonderful that the skin is also there to add a bit of fat and reduce the sugar content. So it's a matter of being mindful in your choices, being intentional to get the best out of your fruits and vegetable juices. Yeah. There's also another line of argument. People like, oh, you're taking off everything, you won't get nothing. But then, if you don't even get anything, it's better to get a little than not to get any. So, some people will argue for their life that juicing is wasting fiber because you won't be, if you're doing this type of juice, not smoothie, you're wasting all the fiber. Well, I get fiber in other sources, and there is also insoluble fiber, soluble and insoluble fiber, so I'm only losing one. And I will get a replenish from other meals I eat. This is not the only meal I eat in a day, but this is my good way of getting great nutrients into my body. So find ways to get the nutrients your body needs. Your body is being so faithful to you. Treat it with kindness by making time to give it what it needs. Okay, now we are nearly getting there. I will need another strainer to do the last washing. So let's get the tap running, and I will get our special guest into the building. I am going to be adding mint leaves. I didn't pluck this from my garden. If you've been watching me, you know since the summer we've been enjoying organic mint leaf right from my garden, fresh from my garden. But this I think the season is getting over. There all whatever is left there is turning yellow. It was hard yesterday for me to even get the one for my cup of tea, so I bought this from the market instead. But I'm grateful since April I've not bought mint leaves from the shops. I've literally been plucking from my back garden, the one we planted. So the season is passing, and I'm looking forward to next year's. Now, cleaning as you go is another good tip. I can't stop because I want to encourage you to juice as well. So another great tip to juice is clean as you go. It makes the job a lot easier. While I wait for, it's multitasking. While I wait for the water to fill up so I can strain, I literally get my bean bag in here, my compost bag in here. That way we can discard some of the unused part of the fruits and vegetables or herbs. You can discard them directly. By the time you're ready to wash up, you won't have too much to do. So that's me. That one will go in there. It's that compost bag is just for food, if you're not aware, and we have a separate bin for putting them. So if I have it sorted here, then I'll just tie it up. The other thing that will be going in there as well is the chaff that will come off the juice. I usually don't use them for anything. I know some people get a bit upset with me, but like I feed it back to earth as compost. So that's also a great use. So earth can produce more fruits and vegetables for us. I guess that's fair. Okay, get it out of the way. One more wash, and while that is running, I'll get our chopping board because we'll do quite a bit of chopping today. I'll dry up our chopping surface so we can get down to it. Get down on it, get down on it. Now, chopping board, please. Someone give me a chopping board. I need a knife for this assignment. So, yep, knife down there. Let's get this out. So, that's it. Sorted, washed clean. I'm happy. I'll just let it strain. So let's go over to our chopping board. I've already started chopping these. I think the main thing we are chopping today is the apple. So well done for sticking it out with me, doing all the hard work with me. You didn't leave me. Okay, let's move our stand to where we can chop together. I'm just positioning it in a way that you can see me chopping. Okay, and I can stand. Okay, I think I need to rinse this. I just feel like I've not washed it. Call me obsessed with washing. I accept. Challenge accepted. Okay, so that's that. Give it a little dry. Okay, let's prep our juice item phase 2. So yeah, we have this. For this one, it might just be superficial, so I'll see if I can slice off that part of the skin. Yeah, it's superficial. It's perfectly fine inside. Then I'll slice open. This is how I prep even my regular apples from the shop. I slice this open from the umbilical cord. Don't mind me. As a midwife and a postnatal midwife, I'm so into umbilical cord. So this is the umbilical cord of the apple. You can tell me the biological name on the screen or in the comment section. But for me, let's call it the umbilical cord. I want to care for it. Okay. So that's one, looking really healthy. I need to taste it. It's been here a few days, so let's taste together. I'll give you the review. Oh, now I'm not saying this is sweet. This is more like the Granite Smith tangy. Oh, kind of sour type of apple. Yeah, I think this is actually a Granite Smith apple. Is it Granny Smith or Granite Smith? Please correct me in the comment section. Granite Smith. I think it's Granny Smith. I don't know. Yeah, so it has that sour tangy taste. So it might not actually be the sugar one. So I might end up peeling my lime. There's no sugar in this. If you're diabetic, this is the apple for you. So not all apples are sugary. Yeah, they're all looking good as it is. I think some of these are also superficial, but I'll just take off the woundy. Oh no, this has some crack. So let's see how deep it is. It reminds me of chopping up yams. There's another one there. I think that's from the fall. So we'll cut that off. I don't want to waste it. Nature has put a lot of efforts, but if it is bad, then it is bad. Yeah, there's still some impact here. I feel like there's another one here. Okay, let's get a chunk of it. Yeah, we got something. We get something from each one of them. Yeah, let this go. This looks perfectly okay. I'm not going to hassle myself about that. Yep, that's perfect. See, if we had been them, we would have wasted all of it, but that's perfect. And they're changing color, you can see, so it's full on Granny Smith. I need my bean. So yeah, I confirm they are the sour taste apple, and I love them. I enjoy eating them, and my son, or one of my sons, also love it. So you see, to every man his own. So I'm familiar with them. I buy them from the shops, but of course those ones have been selected. So tell me in the comment section, which apple do you prefer? If apple is part of your food diary, which apple appeals to you? Which type of apple appeals to you? From earlier on, we've said we have the Granny Smith, which is this one, sour tasted one, looking green, looking like it's unripe, but that's just the nature of this particular apple. Then we have the golden apple, which is very common. That's the first type of apple I knew. Yeah, it's sweet. Right up to the pink lady apple, that is super sugary. It's still healthy. Like I said, natural sugar is okay. Our bodies have a way, know how to navigate natural sugar as opposed to added sugar. So that's the difference. We are getting there, see? So this one, we can see the cut, but we'll navigate around it. No waste. We'll get something out of it. So if I cut through the umbilical cord, like we agreed, that's perfect. That's perfect. So we've been just that. Let's see. That's perfect. So no waste. Yep. That's okay. I think this is not. Yep. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with this. So if you're just joining me, thank you. These apples I didn't buy from the shops. We picked them straight from the apple tree, and that's the joy of juicing this apple. There's some satisfaction when you know you are the one who plucked them direct from source, because most of the apples that we get from the shops, they've already been plucked. They traveled, they got passports and visas and all of that good stuff to get to our shops, which we are also grateful for. but this is local apple. And having started a small business, I understand the struggle. And you always say support your local business. Yeah, because your local business will improve your local, as opposed to some big company far away from you. So, you see, yeah, today is our practical example of why I love to cut open an apple. Please don't ignore this. There is a live insect, protein insect, crawling in there because they can get in through the sauce, through a little opening there. I see they can climb in. Look, it's moving. So make sure you cut your apple open. Don't say my juicer juices whole, that I have to leave it whole. I wish I had. I'm recording with my camera and I have to find a way to record this, honestly. Let's stop. And there's another one in this as well. So whether I buy my apples from the shops or I pluck them off the trees, I always cut open my apples. So I need to get this for a shot so I can educate others. So bear with me. That's my other phone. For some reason it's dark. So we have a visitor or a resident in this apple. That's why you have to cut open your apple. Don't say my juicer juices whole. Don't throw your apples straight in. Why do you trust others who have picked it that much? Except you like these proteins. Good luck. As for me, it's not my calling. I don't want them in my juices. I want the apple. They are crawling insects. It might actually die now. It's changing color. See? It's moving. Okay, so please open your apple. See what's happening in the umbilical cord. That's what we've called it on this life. Our apples have umbilical cords. Sorry, coming. So now we have to get these off, and I'm not getting them off on my chopping board. I have to chop them off somewhere else because I don't want any protein. I'm not binning it. I'm getting rid of it. It's not winning this apple. So yeah, I've managed to cut it off. Wash it as well. I know it didn't get there, but don't mind me. Just later on I'll sort it out. So this one as well, so I don't get that protein into my juice. I just, yeah. I know where to get protein when I want protein. Not from rotten apple infested maggots. I'm not putting it in the bin away. Okay, let's continue. I don't think it's like, okay. Yeah, it's changing color, but that's fine. We saw them very white. Cut open your apples. Don't juice them whole, please. Remember, the essence of juicing is to give health to our body. So that's why we have to be intentional. and mindful with every aspect of our juice or juicing. So this looks good. We are getting there. It's live session, so we can't fast forward. So just keep watching, enjoy the time with me. I'm enjoying doing this with you as well. Just remember to like and share and chat with me. Yep. This is the hardest bit of it that we get to do. The rest of the hard work will be done by our juicer. No, I think I left some aspects. Yep. Yeah. That's fine. How far? We're nearly an hour, so I need to hurry up. Yeah. Oh, good. I think I need to empty this so we'll get space for more. This. So what I'm going to do, because they are changing, I'll just get my juicer, start juicing while we use one corner. So that's how much we've gotten. That's a lot of apple. We'll use one side of this place to continue our chopping. So let's do that. I want us to get the best out of these apples. So it's going to be a multitasking situation. Just washing this off. Okay, I'll grab the juicer. Okay, juicer grabbing. That's the big boy in town. Biggie baller in town. Now you know my Nama J2 juicer. Just grabbing the bits and bobs. So there are two here. Just setting up, making sure I'm positioning it right. And now that's the cup. So that's it here. Let's open it and get those things in. I'll wash my hands so we can do this together. I'll grab the cup so I don't forget. Cups for catching juice and chaff. Okay, let's get it on. I also love to add my ginger, so ginger means I'm going to just add them now. Find my ginger. I might have to cut open the ginger. Kind of make it easy on my blender. So see, that's it. I might also add just one of lemon with the skin, and the rest of it, the other one I might just peel that one as well. But let's see, my mood determines what I do. Yeah, that's neutral to my body. Okay, let's turn this on. I'm going to turn it on the wall. I love this juicer. The noise level is so low. That's it. So while that is doing, we can just literally keep adding the smaller ones in from here without opening, but this won't fit, so at some point we have to open up the juicer. So that's my Nama J2 juicer doing its thing. It is hands-free because I can go ahead and continue my chopping while it juices, and when it's time to empty, I'll come back and empty them. Look at, we are already getting something. Ooh, already at it. So I'll just stand by the corner there to do my chopping. You can see it. Remember to like this video. I really appreciate that. So I will chop from here. Whatever is left, I'll continue the same way. Keep watching. Let's do this together till the end. So apples for chopping. I hope you're seeing me. You're seeing what I'm doing. The same technique I will apply. Just make sure I expose the umbilical cord of the apple. Oh yeah, so that one came off whole. Everything looks nice here. I'm happy. Okay, I need to chop up this one. Yeah, they all look good to me. I think this is superficial. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I might just throw it in the way I showed you there. I think our juice, oh my god, 500 mils already. Wow, we are there. Okay, let's see what we got. Ooh! Wow, it's a bit squeaky. No idea why. It's also excited. Oh wow, look at. Make food your medicine. Okay, let's continue. The juicer is faster than us. I think it's just grinding the hard stuff in there. Yeah, it's not a grater, it's more like a grinder. So I think let's open up and get, yeah, well done juicer. See how quick and easy that is. I will show you the chaff as well. So it's faster than I am. Look, chaff so dry, like dry. Now Nama juicer, Nama, well, I'm promoting your product, but I've not been paid. It's just my honest opinion. I love it. It's worth every penny I paid for it. Okay, we have to get on with this while we keep an eye on our juicer. Yeah. I don't know. I said you are noiseless. Is it the apple giving you stress? Trust me, this is the first time I'm hearing this sound. But this is the first time I'm juicing just apples. A lot of apples. No idea. Please, someone in the comment section, let me know what's going on. I don't know my juicer anymore. But it's doing a great job. I think we have another full cup which we need to empty. Honestly, it's so fast. I've barely had time to even cut anything. So, ooh, look at that color popping. Make food your medicine. Okay, I think we need to turn it off at this point and just get on top of this chopping. Yeah. I'm not moving the juicer, so I'll just leave it here. So that's another one. I'm just adjusting that so you can see what I'm doing. No, we're not using this. This is pure rotten. Okay. Let's rinse out that as well. I still have some more here, in here. So there's some. So that's it. There's still a few to chop. So let's see. The juicer beat me to it. My Nama J2 juicer beat me to the speed. Okay. These ones are perfect, not perfect, but reasonable. Reasonably good. That's good. I think it might be better to just adjust this and bring it down so you can literally view my hands from up. That way you see everything. Is that better? Let me know in the comment section. There's something here that I'm curious to know. Oh God, it's digging right deep in. Okay, the chopping open there. Cut it off. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'm meticulous because I'm eating them raw. I have to be sure. This is another bit that has been impacted. I'm sure there's something that we don't want living in it. So I'm just going to carefully get a lot of it out. I don't want mess. So the rest of it looks okay. Agreed? Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Every little helps. So whatever I can save of this apple, I will. Again, the earth has made a lot of effort to grow them just for our consumption. So I'm not just going to waste it because it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing to my eyes. No. We listen, we don't judge. It applies here. I know it's taking a little bit longer, but if I had bought it from the shops, maybe. But I plucked this and I know that these apples are pure organic and has the best of what I need for my body, for my skin to pop. We're getting there. Open up your apple. Cut open your apples, please. If you're juicing, don't juice them whole. You don't want surprises, and trust me, There are a few surprises. Look at another surprise. This is buried, you won't even know. But yeah, there's some maggots in there. Phew, 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 phew. I just get off where it existed. And yeah, even in the ones with the shops as well, I know they would have checked them and picked them, but trust me, don't just trust that. Open it up. Even the ones I've bought in the shops, I've seen strange things. Not as often with the apples, but other fruits and vegetables. This one is something is buried in there. See? And I'm not going to be digging in, I'll just throw it out. We have just a few more to go. Ooh, look at that. Let's see. Every apple will contribute except they are completely rotten. Let's see what I can salvage. Yep, I think we nailed this one. This one is perfect. These ones are sick. Yeah, we'll get something from every apple, whatever. Just a tiny weenie will do. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So the last ones, I think our little one that I showed earlier looks going to be the last but not the least one. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with this. That's fine. Yeah, I saw a bit of dent. That's why I decided to slice it open. And through toward something was there. Now let's see this one. See, it's not that bad. No. It's fine. See, it produced clean. See? So, we listen, we don't judge. That's us. So what we have here, I think I should cut up, because it's sour apples. I'm going to peel off this skin. I think I've already added one lime with the skin, but I've chosen to get this one off. Because I'm adding no other sweetener to this juice. So, yep. Now, let's do the rest of it. Easy peasy. Yeah, this is the bean. We've had to discard this. Remember, we didn't buy these off the shop. We plucked them from the tree. Raw and real, unfiltered apples. So, yeah. All we have to discard in whole is just 2 out of the lot. So that's a great one. If I had just judged them by their looks, then all of this good stuff we are getting, we will not be getting them. So okay, let's do the rest. Let's juice the rest of the things. I only have a little more. I just had to wipe my hands. Okay. Ooh, I think think I have lost one. I'll wash it and pop it in later. And then I have the last but not the least, cucumbers. Yeah. So we'll be getting a whole lot of juices. If you're just joining at this point, we have ginger in there already, so we can close that. You're doing all the stuff with me. You're not missing in any action. So that's my Nama J2 hands-free juicer doing his thing. I've never heard this make this much noise, so I don't know why. I think I will need another cup. So I'm going to be swapping the juice cup. Yeah, that's full. I'm getting this big one in there because I think you are going to be getting a lot of juice from this. See how dry that is. While I wash off, let's do this multitasking thing together. I've got some mint leaves. I'm going to throw it in there. You're not losing any. So see, mindfulness and intentionality is our key word. Be mindful as you juice. Be intentional of what you're juicing, how you're juicing it. So, yeah. Woo! Oh my God, we have a full house of juice, a bucket full of juice. Look, over 500. Now, let's empty that together. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you for liking. I appreciate. Look at that good stuff. Make food your medicine. We still have some more. I'm losing my words. Cucumber. So let's get this done. Yeah. So I won't be washing my juicer immediately because I've overshot my time. 1 hour was the cap. I have work to do. So I will just, like I told you, best practice, like you will say in healthcare, best practice for juicing is wash your equipment immediately after you juice. However, you have to take into account of what also is going on, so it doesn't become one suits all. Today I'm overshooting my time because we took time to chop up the apple. I've never juiced that many apple, and because they're organic, I had to take time to make sure they were clean. We also together the unwelcomed protein that was in some of them, which we took off, so that took a bit of time. Yeah, I've already run over by 14 minutes, so I will not be washing the juicer. I'm just going to leave it in a good place. The thing is, if you're not going to do it immediately, make sure you safeguard it. Like this this juicer costs a little bit of money. Yeah, so I guard it with intentionality and mindfulness, like I told you. So I'm going to leave it in a safe place. I'm going to take away the base. The base doesn't have to be here. It doesn't need washing. I'm going to get that clean, just wipe and put in the drawer. I'll do that. So this portion of it, that is the dirty side of it, I'm going to leave it in a safe place. And when I'm doing my when I have my break or cooking later in the day, I'll obviously be using the sink. I'll just wash it at the same time and dry them off properly. So let's continue our juicing. It's time to empty our cup. Another nice green colored juice. Oh, that. I like to tilt a little just to get whatever is in there out before we say thank you, our Nama hands-free juicer. So there's still a few drop coming through. I'll let it do its thing. Okay, I think because of time, I'm going to stop here, and we are going to do check the total of what we got. Let's switch off the juicer. Yeah. Thank you, juicer, for serving us faithfully. I've just disconnected it from source, so it will be easy to handle. This bit of it, like I said, I'm taking it off. I'll leave it here. No one is going there until I come back. I just need to get a bit of it. This portion of it, I'll give it a little wipe just now, and we'll get it out of the way. I'm just rinsing out the cloth I will use for whitening. Yeah. So give it a little wipe. This takes only a few seconds. Then we can admire and taste our juice, because I'm keen as well. So that's done, out of the way. By the time we finish this, whatever is damp in it would have been dry, and I can get it into the cupboard. I still need to get this. If it was pre-recorded, it would have been all edited. You won't be seeing most of this portion, but remember the joy of doing it live. You see everything so you can make informed decisions, but don't be dissuaded by the extra work. Your body deserves every bit of time you put into it. So in total, let's see what we got in total. So this is the chaff, which of course I'm going to be getting in the bin. Let's get back down. Let's focus. This is what I got of it dry. So the Nama juicer did a great job. So that will be going into the compost bag. I am not feeling sad because I'm going to be nourishing the earth. It's going to go into compost, and it's going to be used usually for fertilizer, natural organic fertilizer. So that's also a good cause. If you use it for buns or smoothies, that's also great. Either way, it's because sometimes I get guilt tripped in the comment section, but no, I no longer accept guilt tripping. It's actually another productive of using it. So that will go into my compost bag. The compost bag is nearly full, so I'm not going to be doing it on screen. I'm literally running for time. So this is a 2-liter cup, which is 2000 mils. Sorry, yeah, 2000 mils, and this is a 1-liter jug. So let's all together, as we mix it up, see what we got. So make food your medicine. This is pure skincare, immunity boosting, digestive health boosting. Like, tell me about it. All from our plucked apples. So total we've gotten, I want us to see it together. I'm just going to move this camera so you can see it. I don't know if no, I think I won't strain. I'll just tell you what it is. So it's 2 liters. This is 2. Is it 2 or 3 liters now? I have to check. 2. I'm just checking to make sure. Yeah, 2 liters jug, and this is 2 liter here. This is half of 2 liters. So we are here. So here, that's about 1.9 liters. 1.9 liters we got. So, of course, I won't be drinking this by myself at once. No, I usually go for 1 liter, about 1 liter, which I store in a tight jug, a glass jar, which is perfect for storing in the fridge for the next time. So let's see. I'm going to be having one today, and the other one I'll be saving in the fridge for another day. I might be sharing with my son. I'm sure he will like this. It's family friendly. Literally, I'll classify this as a beginner friendly juice, apple juice. This is pure apple juice. You were here with me with cucumber to kind of bring a balance to it, and more fluid as well. I added some ginger and mint leaf with lemon just to intensify the nutrients or its potencies. Look at, I just love that color. Oh, so this is about 800 mils jar. So usually best practice is to fill it to the brim so there's no space, but if you only have a little left, there's nothing you can do. And I still have 300 mils left in my jug. So 300 left. Make food your medicine. This is organic, no additives, no preservatives, pure juice. You made it. There's dignity in labor. So you made this yourself. I'll just move around so you can see the true reflection. Look, just take a look at what you created for your body. Your body would thank you. It's a great way to kickstart your day. Perfect wellness juice, all the nutrients your body need, no additives, no preservative. Take time to treat your body right. I know you treat your body, but treat your body right and it will serve you better. All right, till I see you in my next live video or my next pre-edited video. Make food your medicine. Bye bye. Oh, hold on, let's taste this. Yeah. Ooh, intense, but I love. Yeah, I'll finish that up now. Bye bye. Thank you for joining me. Leave me a comment, share this video, I'll appreciate this. Like. Bye. Subscribe if you have not.